I don't believe they belong here if they're illegal. If they're illegal, I believe they should go through the system.
One of the angry voices in the battle over broken borders. While you sleep each night, hundreds of illegal immigrants quietly move into this land we call home. It's done without permission nor papers. It's against federal laws, and it's opened a Pandora's box coast to coast. Welcome to American Crossroads. I'm Jeff Barnes. Illegal immigration has clearly become one of America's biggest challenges. Along with the problems it's creating, there are just as many debates. Some say crime is way up and that we foot the bill for health care for people who shouldn't be here in the first place. And the salvos continue. Illegal immigrants are overcrowding our schools and taking away our jobs. One of those concerns in particular, crime, pushed one mayor to make a stand to put his typical American city on the front line of this very emotional fight. Washington correspondent Craig Demchek reports now from Hazleton, PA.
Hazleton, Pennsylvania, a typical blue-collar town built with the help of immigrants, now divided by the very thing that brought it together.
We are America, we are Americans. You want to live here, I feel that that's called the blending.
A few years ago, blending took on a new meaning. This predominantly Anglo town saw an explosion in its Latino population from 5% to 30%. Things were going well until last year.
May 10th was really the turning point for me.
Mayor Lou Barletta says a spike in high-profile crimes all involved illegal immigrants. The result, a controversial Illegal Immigration Relief Act. Barletta's idea, crack down on illegals by penalizing the businesses who do the hiring and the landlords who do the renting. All city signs and publications, English only.
This will encourage, let's call it, discrimination.
Dr. Agapito Lopez is vice president of the Hazleton Area Latino Association.
I think there is a wide resentment of the residents in this area about the growth of the Latino population.
But many, including the mayor, will tell you, legal immigrants are welcome. Illegals need not apply.
I'm a guy who lives here my whole life, right now unemployed, looking for a job, but can't get one because instead of hiring me for $15 an hour, they'd rather hire 4 people, illegals, for a total of $10.50.
Months of building tension lead to one night of confrontation and decision as Hazleton City Council votes on the mayor's plan.
You will go down in history as being the council that made this city the first Nazi city in this country. Thank you.
Just about everyone in town is here, waiting to see what happens. It passes. The mayor wins this round, leaving this small town to prepare for the legal battle that's sure to follow.
When someone from a foreign land wants to live here legally, that's fine. Lady Liberty says it best. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, as long as the yearning is legal. What Hazleton's mayor said mirrors a recent poll. 75% of Americans believe immigrants are no problem if they go through the legal channels to get here to the U.S.
Border states from Texas to California are struggling with the problem of illegal immigration. And an Arizona sheriff thinks he has the answer. His tent city jail flashes neon signs, has no air conditioning, and hard knocks come with the territory. Here's a first-hand look at the tent city and its creator, who has the attention of the entire country. The eyes of the world are on this desert oasis for its hardline approach to crime and criminals. Its infamous tent city lockup, with its neon sign flashing vacancy, attracts politicians and law enforcement from across the country seeking innovations in dealing with crime. It is the kingdom of Joe Arpaio, known as America's toughest sheriff, who thumbs his nose at political correctness and his critics. His cell phone rings Frank Sinatra's My Way.
Hello? And I just put the tents up. Tents happen to be next to the dump, the dog pound, and the waste disposal plant.
And that sums up Arpaio's attitude about criminals in Maricopa County. Put them with the rest of the refuse. Let punishment feel like punishment. Tent City is a series of Army surplus tents erected over concrete slabs surrounded by barbed wire and electric fence and guard towers. Only those already convicted are housed here. And Arpaio long ago took away the privileges.
Took away their movies, coffee, and all that. Took away their cigarettes, took away their salt. Took away their mustard. I left the ketchup, so that's all they have left.
Arpaio boasts temperatures of over 120 degrees under the tents in summer. If soldiers in Iraq can take it, so can the inmates, he says. They're supposedly given the option of being here or in the air-conditioned jail, but choose Tent City because of the dormitory atmosphere. There are no cells. Still, the heat is unbearable at times.
He makes it just bad enough to where you don't want to come back.
There's spiders. We sleep with pigeons and lice. You know, come on. We get rats and mice running all up under our feet.
The sheriff says he's brought food costs down to just 14 cents a meal by serving surplus commodities. But this is what some prisoners prefer, a concoction they make called jail soup.
We put the ramen noodles like that, ramen noodles. Put the pieces right here. We got the corn nuts. We got the chubs. We got chicharrones, which is pork rinds. And we mix that all up, put water, hot water in there because we don't got no microwave.
He even took away the paper and pencils and replaced them with these postcards. Each inmate that wants to write home has to send a postcard like this.
They're not trying to make you any better. They're just trying to make you feel like crap. You know, they try to make you feel less than you are.
And Arpaio now includes illegal immigrants among the jail population. Instead of turning them over to the feds for deportation, he's pressing charges and locking them up. Cutting off their freedom and earning capacity will reduce illegal crossings, he said.
They have to sing God Bless America, the national anthem, and we're teaching them English.
If having your feet bleed all throughout a journey doesn't stop anyone from coming here, Sheriff Joe Arpaio and all of his posse will not stop them.
His critics say they're all publicity stunts aimed only at making Joe Arpaio famous. And he does get the attention.
The people are my bosses, 3.8 million here that we know of. I'm 80, 90% in the polls, and that's because of the tent city. That's because of all my policies. That's because of locking up all these murderers and everything else. That's why.
And Sheriff Joe Arpaio says there's plenty of room for more. David Cardwell reporting.
An update now. Earlier this week, the White House announced it wants to nearly double the fee legals pay to come to America. Right now, citizen application fees are $325, but Homeland Security says more money is needed for background checks, speeding up the application process, and upgrading immigration offices. The new fees, which would add up to more than $900, are expected to kick in around mid-June. When American Crossroads continues, a first-hand grassroots perspective on our broken borders. And how is your money being wasted? The latest example of your tax dollars down the drain.